It's kids from room 416. Yes, 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 yes! Natalia jumped up and down, her dark curly hair bouncing with excitement. Mr. Lawrence had just announced that it was Natalia's turn to babysit Timbit, the class's pet squirrel, for the weekend. Remember, Mr. Lawrence said, adjusting his glasses, taking care of a pet is a big responsibility. You have to clean her cage, make sure she gets 3 meals a day, and that she gets plenty of exercise. Oh, and don't... I know! Natalia nodded so fast that her head might fall off. She had already planned everything. The perfect spot in her room, right next to the window where Timbit could watch the birds and get natural sunlight. She even decorated a small shoebox with soft padding, felt, and some sticks so that Timbit could take naps with her on her bed. Natalia quickly packed up her bag with Timbit's food, water bottle, and a few of her favorite toys before the bell rang. Walking home, Natalia and her best friend Tanvir carried Timbit's cage between them, with their younger siblings Nathan and Kamal trailing behind. This is going to be the best weekend ever, Natalia exclaimed. I'm going to make so many YouTube videos with Timbit. She's going to be a superstar. Can I come over and hang out with you guys? I can be the cameraman, Tanvir added. Ooh, that sounds like the perfect idea. Hey, would you want to be our manager too? You can help us grow the YouTube channel, suggested Natalia. This was Tanvir's specialty. His big cousin had recently given him a camera, and this would be a great time for him to finally use it. So the two friends decided to film content the very next day in Natalia's room. Getting Timbit settled into her new home for the weekend didn't take very long at all. She looked around at everything with curiosity before carefully stepping out of the cage and sniffing the carpet beneath her feet. It's okay. You're safe, Natalia assured her, gently petting Timbit's head. After a few minutes, Timbit began to explore the space, slowly at first. And then she bursted into full-blown zoomies, running around the room, under the bed, over the bed, up the wall, down the wall, from the door to the windowsill, non-stop circles. And that's when Natalia's bedroom door slowly opened and in walked Twinkles, Natalia's naughty cat. Twinkles looked at Timbit. Timbit looked at Twinkles. Twinkles looked back at Timbit. Timbit looked back at Twinkles, and it was on. Twinkles hissed and lunged towards Timbit. Timbit was scared, rightfully so. Twinkles could be so mean sometimes. Nathan! Natalia screamed, panicking while trying to catch Timbit. Nathan, Natalia's little brother, came into her room eating a Pop-Tart, dropping crumbs all over the floor. Nathan, I told you to keep Twinkles downstairs. You know I have Timbit up here, she yelled at Nathan. Okay, I'm sorry, said Nathan, picking up Twinkles. He then let out a big fart, laughed, and closed Natalia's bedroom door. Oh, he's so annoying, said Natalia, comforting Timbit. Timbit had climbed up to the top of the curtains in fear. Natalia could feel her little heart racing. That was a close call. The two spent the rest of the night rehearsing cute little dances. Timbit even learned how to high-five. Oh, this is going to be perfect for YouTube, Natalia said. From her iPad, she sent Tanvir some videos and photos. He was excited and had a long list of his own creative ideas. The next morning, Natalia and Timbit woke up to the sun shining bright in the room. Natalia walked over to Timbit's cage, refilling her food and her water. Suddenly, Nathan burst into her room again, this time with chocolate milk stains all over his white shirt. Nathan was always such a mess. Can I play with Timbit, please? He begged. Nathan, you're not responsible enough to take care of Timbit. Maybe when you're older, said Natalia. Come on, just for a bit, he pleaded. Maybe later, with my supervision. We have a very busy day of filming ahead of us, replied Natalia, clearing some space on her desk. Nathan stood in the doorway, just staring at her. A smirk slowly emerged on his face. Don't you dare, said Natalia through clenched teeth. Nathan laughed before slamming the door shut. Natalia's iPad rang. It was Tanvir. Hey, Tanvir, what's up? Natalia answered. I have some good news and I have some bad news. Which do you want first? Said Tanvir. Give me the good news. Okay, so I set up a YouTube channel for us, and we already have 7 subscribers, said Tanvir, excited. Oh, we're gonna be famous, no doubt, replied Natalia with a smile. Okay, so what's the bad news? Natalia asked. I'm stuck babysitting Kamal, so I need to bring her to your house when I come over. So, if you didn't remember from Season 3, Episode 3, Mr. Wiggles Makes It Jiggle, Kamal is Tanvir's little sister, and if you think Nathan is crazy, it's only because you haven't met Kamal. The same way Natalia and Tanvir are best friends, Kamal and Nathan are best friends too, but they're only allowed to hang out when adults are around because they're that crazy. Even at school, Kamal and Nathan are not allowed to be in the same classroom. Okay, back to the story. Natalia sighed. Well, I guess we have no choice. I'll put on a movie for them and hopefully they leave us alone. Maybe. We'll be over in 15 minutes, Tanvir said before hanging up. Natalia went to the bathroom to get ready for the video. She sprayed her hair with some water and then added a little bit of gel. She wanted to look good for the filming. She picked out her favorite sweatshirt with a matching headband before going downstairs. There was a bang at the door. And then even more bangs. And a knocking at the window. And then the door again, and back at the window. Kamal had her face pressed against the glass with an open mouth. Nathan started jumping up and down with excitement before running to the door and letting her in. Once the door was open, Kamal jetted inside, kicking off her green Crocs and doing cartwheels all the way into the living room. Tanvir entered behind her, carrying Kamal's backpack, filled with toys and other nonsense she insisted on bringing. Okay, guys, Tanvir said calmly. We're going to be upstairs filming something really important. Can we help? Interrupted Nathan. No, said Tanvir matter-of-factly. Me and Natalia are starting a YouTube channel, so we need you guys to stay down here and be quiet. Got it? He added. Kamal and Nathan burst into laughter. They thought it was a joke. Tanvir and Natalia exchanged worried looks. If you guys are quiet, we will take you to ice cream when we're done, Natalia promised. You've got a deal, said Kamal, spitting on her hand and sticking it out for a handshake. Ugh, gross, replied Natalia. Upstairs in Natalia's room, Tanvir set up a video camera and tripod, then opened the curtains for some natural lighting. He used an iPad to keep track of his video ideas and all of the supplies that they would need, handing it to Natalia. Natalia scanned the list up and down. One problem. We don't have any sunflower seeds for the challenge, she said. Tanvir thought for a second. He really wanted to do the sunflower seed challenge. Okay, let's just go to the store. It'll be really quick. I don't want to bring those little maniacs to the store with us, Natalia contested. Maybe we can ask your big sister to watch them, suggested Tanvir. I guess I could send her a message. Why don't you just go to her room and ask, said Tanvir. Middle schoolers, they're just different. Ever since Evie turned 13, she's been kind of weird and I don't want to annoy her, responded Natalia. Wow, she said yes, she'll watch them, but we have to be quick. Tanvir and Natalia didn't want their younger siblings to know that they were going to the store without them, so they put a sign on Natalia's door saying, "Do not enter, recording in session," and then they snuck out quietly through the back door. Or so they thought. Kamal and Nathan were actually spying on them the entire time and couldn't wait to weasel into Natalia's room and play with Timbit. Luckily, the convenience store was really close, so it didn't take Tanvir and Natalia a long time to grab sunflower seeds and get back home. When they got back, Nathan and Kamal were quietly sitting on the couch, watching a movie. They were eerily quiet and well-behaved. Very odd for these two. Natalia's bedroom door was exactly how they left it. Timbit was still in her cage, safe and excited to see them. Natalia opened the cage, and as Tanvir got the camera ready, "Oh my gosh!" she screamed. "What happened to Timbit?" Tanvir rushed over to see what was going on. Timbit had a streak of bright pink fur right down the middle of her body. This has Kamal and Nathan written all over it. Natalia and Tanvir stormed downstairs, ready to confront the Wonder Twins, but they were nowhere to be found. Not in the living room, not in the kitchen, not in the bathroom. Then Natalia caught a glimpse of Pop-Tart crumbs on the floor, leaving a trail to the laundry room. Quietly, Natalia and Tanvir tiptoed to the laundry room and opened the door. Sitting on the floor, looking guilty as ever, the Wonder Twins, Nathan and Kamal. We're sorry, they said in unison. Why would you color Timbit's fur pink? Asked Tanvir. Well, we just thought that she could look really cool for the video. We've never seen a pink squirrel before, said Kamal proudly. At this point, Natalia was fuming with anger. Her face was beet red and she blew up at the kids. Nathan, you're the worst brother in the whole wide world. How could you do this? Timbit, she's my responsibility. I'm gonna get in so much trouble because of you. I wish you were never born. And Kamal, you're crazy. You're too crazy. Kamal and Nathan looked so scared and they both started crying, but Natalia didn't care. She stormed away and brought Timbit to the sink to try and wash out the pink from her fur. Tanvir stayed back to calm the kids down. He fixed them a snack and sat them at the table before going to check on Natalia. You know, you're my best friend, but you shouldn't have yelled at them like that, he told her gently. Whose side are you even on? Natalia sneered. Your side, obviously. I'm always on your side. We're best friends for life, but I'll let you know when I think you're wrong and you kind of blew up on them. Remember, they're just little kids, Tanvir replied. But they know better, and we told them to stay out of the room, and they went in there anyways, said Natalia. Remember when we were in grade 1? We did way worse things, like that time we dug up Miss Donway's garden to make mud pies, or that time we washed my dad's phone in our kiddie pool. Natalia laughed. Yeah, we got in so much trouble. I think you should apologize to them, said Tanvir. Natalia took a deep breath as she continued to clean Timbit. You're right. I'll apologize, she muttered. Natalia dried off Timbit, walked over to the kitchen table, and sat with Kamal and Nathan. Hey guys, I'm sorry for blowing up on you earlier. I shouldn't have yelled, but I was just so mad. We told you not to go in the room. There was even a sign on the door. But we can't read, said Nathan. Natalia giggled a little before continuing. We didn't want you guys in the room because we have equipment set up, and also we didn't want to risk Twinkles getting inside. It's dangerous for Timbit. And the pink dye on her fur? What if she had an allergic reaction? Asked Natalia. Kamal and Nathan kept their heads down. We're sorry too, said Kamal. We were just trying to help by giving Timbit a makeover. Next time we'll listen. We promise, added Nathan. Can we still get ice cream? Asked Kamal. For sure, said Natalia. Kamal and Nathan ran over to give her a big hug. Natalia learned 2 very important things. First, never trust the Wonder Twins, no matter how cute they are. And second, being responsible sometimes means admitting when you're wrong. As for Timbit, they managed to get most of the pink out of her fur, but she still had a little piece of pink right above her forehead, which actually looked pretty cool. Today's questions are, Tanvir and Natalia wanted to make a YouTube channel with Timbit. If you had a YouTube channel, what kinds of videos would you make? When Natalia got mad at Kamal and Nathan, she screamed at them, which wasn't nice. What could she have done differently to handle her anger and express herself in that moment? Tanvir suggested to Natalia that she should apologize to her younger siblings. When you have a friend who does something wrong, do you tell them or do you keep it to yourself? And that's all we have for today's episode. If your kids enjoyed the show, we would love to hear from you. Please take a moment to rate, review, and share our podcast. It really helps. Don't forget to check us out on social media at Kids from Room 416 and visit our website for a free downloadable coloring sheet. You can share your kids' artwork with us using hashtag KidsFromRoom416 on social media for a chance to be featured. You can also visit our website to check out our new sticker and affirmation card starring Drippy the Popsicle, who reminds kids that it is okay to make mistakes, but you just gotta clean them up after. See you again next week, same time, same place. It's the Kids from Room 416.